Hey everybody, it's me, Doug, coming at you from the darkest reaches of the outer space. You know, it's how when I go put my hands up, you can see the green in the background. Hope you all doing okay. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Uh, Me and my family didn't have Thanksgiving this year. My uncle Wayne passed away, and so we had his funeral and stuff. And he'd been sick for a really long time, and he really, had it hard the last year or so. So it's good to know that, he's not suffering anymore. But he was an awesome dude. A lot of the video games stuff I like, he's the one that got me into. He was always really good to us. He married my aunt, so he's my uncle by marriage, but that didn't mean anything. He was just the coolest dude in the world. And I'm gonna miss him being around. So, it's been a little rough. Grandma died this month, and then my uncle did. So, and that's on the other side of my family. But it's part of life. It's part of life I really don't like. This whole thing about getting old. It's just rough. But anyways, let's get back to everything else. I did send out a bunch of PsychoTron books, and I've been seeing that they've been showing up. Uh, I've got more. Like here's one that's packed up. So I'll be doing that again, sending some stuff out. I'm actually, Mom needed me to fix something for her, so I got I figured while I was sitting here working on the computer, I'd go ahead and stream for a few minutes. But let's see who's in here. We got Hiroshi Paradox. I named the stream something, sounds like some kind of drama. It says, I can't believe Hiroshi Paradox says, I can't believe what these other creators are pooping. We got Dave in here. He says nothing but garbage. And then we got Skinny. There's one guy out there who doesn't wipe the seat after sprinkling on it. Oh man. We got Ash and Jackal in here. Awesome, man. Yeah, it was a single issue, so I packed it up. I did all the single issue easy orders first. I've got to go print out the list to get the rest of them. I would have been working. Most of them probably would have been sent out, but 2 funerals this month kind of just put a damper on stuff. But I'm glad you got it. You got the Iron Maiden one, right? So I hope you really dig that. I think the thing turned out so good. Let's see. Dave says Lorenzo McCheese still needs to happen. Hiroshi Paradox says he's sick. And then Hiroshi Paradox is Kenny's offering condolences. I appreciate that, guys. You're really good. You're really good peoples. I enjoy talking to you. Hiroshi Paradox says my grandma, my dad, and a friend from high school all passed within 5 months of each other. And it's really hard when it just keeps coming all at once. Sorry you're going through it. Yeah, dude, that would be awful. That would be so bad. Having used public restrooms, there are far more than one dude out there not wiping the seat. Oh, man. Yeah, Skinny, I hope, that's what I was hoping. I was like, I used to tape everything on them, but I didn't want to spend, like, all my money on tape, so I didn't do that thorough of a job. And I was like, hopefully nobody spends a month outside in the rain. We got Sam in here. What's up, Sam? Matthew Reese. Action Jackal says he'll be posting about it later. Awesome, man. I hope you dig it. I think it turned out really good. I'm going to be working on some Photoshop stuff for my mom. She's doing a Christmas present for. I want to show you guys this just because it's really cool. you open it up here. While I've got this open, the PsychoTron disc. You get down here. The PsychoTron disc is going to look like this. So if you got the soundtrack, it's going, it's round. It's going to have PsychoTron on it. And there's the hole for the middle. It's going to have that page of artwork all around it. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It looked so good. I think it's going to be really, really good. Alright, that's all I was looking for. Let's see. I'm probably going to have to change screens on this. I don't know if I can. I got the big monitor up here, and usually, like, when I'm showing stuff off, I have it up here so I can set it up and everything. But if I don't ever sit and look at it like this. I usually sit like this. We got Tony Sizzle in here. Yeah, the CD is going to look good. And then for the actual, I'll show you guys the design for. That's just got some stuff on the inside, but the design for the actual disc, or for the cover, is the Iron Maiden tribute. So you've got the Iron Maiden tribute. This will be, obviously the front, PsychoTron, and the back's got the track listing, Stone Press, blah blah blah. But I wanted to use that artwork because it was absolutely killer. So yeah, I liked that. Eric did a really, really good job on that. Alright, let's see if I can find that picture. I might have to move this down on the bottom since. Don't look at my aunt's name on there. Copy. Do not save. Do. I said, hopefully my aunt ain't watching this. Yeah, that'll mess you back up, dude. This is going to make my neck hurt. Let's see. They'll want to use an eraser. Eraser usually works pretty good. I'm getting some of this off. Yeah. Let's see. Where's my magic thing? Start cutting this stuff out. Let's do this. No, I can't do that. It'll cut everything out. Can't do that either. I don't know why I'm trying to use the magic thing. Let's go back to the eraser. Yeah, I'm not really wanting to fit it to canvas. You don't need to fit, because he just wants the picture so it can have empty space behind it. I could trace this too, just use the one tool and trace it, but I might have to just do that and then cut everything else out. I like using the eraser though. It seems to work pretty good for me most of the time. Eraser. Any of you guys ever listen to the Pixies? I sure liked the Pixies back in the day. I just don't really get into stuff like that much anymore. Anymore, I'm mostly listening to thrash metal, which is weird. I like thrash metal a lot. I don't do much with it, man. I do almost exactly the same thing I do in Photoshop, which is just cut random things out. Sometimes I use like the tracer and trace it and cut it out, but a lot of times it seems like for me it's just easier to erase everything around it. Yeah, but don't you like you can't buy Photoshop anymore, can you? Don't you have to like pay like per year or some crap like that, like a subscription service? See, I used to be really dumb and like squint and be like looking really hard, and it's like, why do I do that? I can zoom in like so much. I was thinking about buying my mom like something with me and Axel's picture on it for Christmas. Cause that's just how I roll. How about you? Let's go to a littler one. He says they sometimes see. Skinny says I almost had an aneurysm trying to make a font wavy for that Nirvana mock-up. Dude, that Nirvana mock-up turned out so good though. But I think I like the Doom one better. That Doom one is sick. Absolutely amazing. Hershey Paradox says they sometimes have a plan that's just Photoshop and one of the other programs for cheaper. Yeah, I've got an old version I use at home, like at my mom and dad's. I haven't updated this version of this thing because I heard that they were going to go to a subscription service. So I was like, well, if you're going to do subscription service, then I'll just keep my old version. It's good enough for what I need to do. I just format a few comic book pages here and there and put some fonts and cut out pictures of dogs with it. So seems to be good enough for me. This was my aunt's dog that passed away this year. Her name was Em, and she was a really good dog. So my aunt, I mean, it's been a rough year for her. She lost Em and my uncle in the same year. Poor old Em was a good dog. Everything's moved subscription. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it too. They says Amish don't have to deal with that junk. Just saying. That's true. I still ain't read no Amish comic books though, Dave. Have you? Ah, I did it. I did it. Let's see. We'll transform it, make it a little bit bigger. Move it down some. There we go. We got M. And let's do this magic thing on it just in case. And how do we flip that around the other way? Invert. And then we'll cut. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. Maybe I had it right the first time. Just cut all that. Yeah, I didn't do it, but there's my eraser. Make sure there's no particles floating around anywhere. Save as. Let's see, we'll go to the desktop. Save as PNG. EM. Save. Yes. There you go, guys. You got to see me do that right there. Kenny says I saw a video about Amish kids passing out behind the wheel. It was kind of funny. Amish comics would have each copy redrawn by hand because no printing copiers. Well, I mean, they could they print it as long as they didn't use electricity, though? Like if they made their own printing press, couldn't they reprint it? We got Eric Ken in here. What's up, Eric? So, Eric, what do you think about people getting their comic books in the mail? Ain't it cool to be seeing random copies of PsychoTron show up in the mail? I'm just waiting on like I said, CDs will be last. That's what I'm waiting on. But next is the more complex orders. I'll be working on them the next 3 days once everything is back to normal. Let me send this to my mom while I'm sitting here. Mama, ooh, I'm gonna send you this picture, 'cause I did a real good job, 'cause I'm really good at doing stuff. I just sent her that picture and said, I'm the best. See you, Reese. See ya. Bye. Bye. My dad's got a bunch of those. I read them a lot. Well, on occasion. My foot's falling asleep. Oh, man. Well, I don't know if I have that much more to talk about. Man, I might try that. You can convert PsychoTron into a tiny little comic I can just drop in the floor somewhere. No joke. One thing I'm wanting to do is, you know how back in the day you could go to like a print shop or like your local newspaper and get them to print out a cheap little book. I was thinking maybe we ought to try that. Like black and white copies of PsychoTron that I could just sell for $1 or something. Or just give to people or something. I don't know. I don't know. I like to give stuff away. Especially put so much work into the stuff. Put a lot of work into it. Oh. Yeah, so small you can't even read it. I'll just take the whole thing, lettered and all, and just make it really small. And people's like, what is this? Take a magnifying glass. It's some sort of comic book, I think. I believe it's a comic book. A 32-page black and white manga book is $1. Like, to print? How many do you have to print? I've still got some of the promo books I made for the first Lone Wolf that I was giving away during the campaign. It's like the first 8 pages or something. Those were pretty cool. I don't make mangas. I make American comic books. America comic books. PsychoTron is the best one. America comic books. You guys all eat up turd. Well, that ain't too bad. I wouldn't care to just print some black and white small comics. Mini comics, not mangas. I'm just going to draw a comic myself. It'll look really bad. So I can talk about how I'm going pro because I'm so bad. No cover, just all here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I need to do. Man, I busted a blood vessel inside my gut. And I can see it and it itches like crazy. Am I going to die? And look how gray my hair is. What the poop? It's all like gray. Look at it. Must have caught the old. Well, that's just because they know everybody's stupid, Skinny. That's why they put manga on there. Because they know some guy was he's about to leave Indie Comics and he needs to print a bunch of his book that he drew. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw my own book. Where's my paper at? Here's my drawing pencil. Pro Art Charcoal. It does grow super fast, and it's super thick, really. It's like ridiculous thick. Of course, I am 38 years old. My 2 younger brothers, my youngest brother, Jake, is nothing but gray hair. I mean, every bit of his hair is gray. It's so gray, and he doesn't look like he's 30. I think he's 34 because I'm 38. He doesn't look like he's in his 30s, so people think that he went and had his hair done that way. And people used to come up to him and go, "Who did your hair?" PsychoTron. I draw with this thing? No, I'm not a good drawer. I used to draw all the time. I don't anymore. Used to just draw with a number 2 pencil. See, I can't draw though. Let's see, what am I going to draw? I used to draw goats all the time. I don't want to put gift cards on nothing. I don't want to put no secret codes on stuff. I want my stuff to be simple and old school. Not that that's not a good idea. I mean, that's a really good idea. But I want to be like, I just purposely want to be, I just want it to be as old school as possible. That's my only thing. Which, I mean, I honestly think next year I'm going to go ahead and plan to go to some cons. Maybe I'll go to one in Kentucky and me and Eric can go. Eric, how far are you from Louisville? Isn't there like a big con in Louisville? We can go to that. Get us a table and I can sit there and not talk to anybody and be really weird. I need to learn how to draw from Doug Tenaple. Yeah, but I can hand out books in public too. I know it probably costs way more for the books, but you know what I'm saying. Man, I had so many of these one things printed up that Eric, where are they? I just tell you guys, just make a mess here. The only way, yeah. America, 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 America. I don't know where my box of things went. No joke, I had a giant box here that had just lone wolf things to throw in boxes of packages to go out. And I don't know where it went. Is this it down here? No. Got some gravestone press tape I never used. Or dog hair all over it. 90 minutes from Nashville, that's not bad. You're about the same from Nashville as I am. So, we need to, how far are you from Knoxville? They're pretty decent calling in Knoxville now. Now I need to find them doodads. Is this them? Yeah, they're up here under all this crap. Oh, guys, I just don't have room for all this crap. Why in the world am I keeping an empty roll of that's not going to film it on it? By the way, guys, I ended up with 3D printers now. My brother Jake ended up giving me 2 of his 3D printers. Here's some white filament. I've got 3D printers now. Sorry about that. Anyways, I should have been putting these in PsychoTrons. Probably will the rest of them. Eric Hawkins did these for me. He did the artwork and I made it into a card. It's a giant card. This awesome picture of Lone Wolf. I don't know if you can see it. And he's shooting his revolver. He's like, pew, 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 pew. I know it doesn't. You can't see it good with this effect on and crap. But he did that, and then on the back, comics to die for, gravestonepress.com. So I need to start sticking them in things. And people will go be like, man, that's cool artwork. What is that? And then they can go to the website and see it. Well, I would put shelves everywhere in here, but this place is falling. It's an absolute dump. I need to really, honestly, 100%. I'm going to try to pay my car off, and I think I'm going to start building a house. It's going to be a tiny house. I actually have a shed out here, a storage shed that's got my drums in it. I might just turn that into Comic Book Central. Stupid Newbie says, I'd like to see black and white books on the old newsprint, same as they use in telephone books, where the ink wipes off on your fingers if you touch it more than once. I would too, but you know, actually it costs somebody who's not doing like 1 million books it costs more to do that kind of stuff. Like if we could get a print run, like, see, one thing, like what's his name, Alterna Comics, they were doing their comics and getting a bunch of other people to jump on board, so their print runs would be massive, and that's how they made it so affordable. Just printing my regular books would be way more affordable if I just had more people, more to print. Yeah, Skinny's looked into it too. It's just ridiculous. It's too expensive, which is weird, and it's only expensive because they changed all their setups. You know, they went to digital print and everything, so you don't find as many people doing it old school, which I would prefer to do old school myself. Well, see, one thing, Heroes Paradox, we threw away so much stuff, but this part of the house, this little section right here, which is not that big, is my comic book slash music studio work section. My computer's here. Right here is my Line 6 Helix that I play guitar and record into. I got my microphone and my audio monitors, my video monitors. I got a guitar rack right here. There's a guitar over here. My desk and bookshelves over here. I got a giant bookshelf over here. Green screen. A shelf with my 3D printer on it. I think I might just go out in the garage and put a big table up. Start running 3 3D printers. Skinny, I actually have been told that I'm too affordable and I need to try to make more money because like per book, when you only sell like 100 books, making $1 or $2 a book is not very good. I had several people come to me and go, "Hey, dude, you need to up your process." And they said then once too you start doing that, and it looks like more people's buying your stuff because you've got the big number up there. I don't know, it's just weird. You would think though us being super affordable would help. Like the first Lone Wolf book, I sold way more books, but it's like it doesn't look that way because my overall money I made was way down there. Dang. Well, see, I'm right in the middle between Knoxville and Nashville, Eric. It takes me hour 45, 2 hours pretty much 2 hours to get to Nashville. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to Knoxville. So that is a pretty good little jaunt. I think you did number 1, you did number 2, and built that thing up, Skinny. Number 3 will do better. It's like Tonic Mole. Every book he's done has done better and better and better. You just keep putting out books and they'll just do better. Me and Eric's just got to get this one out and then do number 2. If I hadn't had so many problems getting Lone Wolf number 2 out, I probably wouldn't have had as many problems with Lone Wolf 1, but it's been a while since I did a book that was mine. You know, I shipped other people's books, which apparently nobody gives a crap about that. My mom never has messaged me back about how awesome I am at fixing that picture for her. Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to run up there and see if that picture works for her. And I'm going to print out the order sheets or print out, you know, the stuff for PsychoTron so I can start packing more books up tomorrow. Because I'd like to get the rest of them. I got a pretty decent chunk shipped out, so I'd like to get a lot more shipped out tomorrow. I read it, Skinny, but I was like half asleep. Because I didn't get to take any time off I got to take a few hours off for my uncle's funeral. He passed away, and then I had to go to work that evening. Then I went to his viewing the next day and had to go to work. No. No, I had to. Anyways, I ended up working a bunch and not getting to take any time off. So I read over it, and it just like was the last thing on my mind. I need to open that back up and go read it. You know how you look at something and but you just got everything else on your mind. I meant to do that and holler back at you about it. But anyways, I'm gonna go get that done, and I'll look over that skinny and holler at you. And you guys take it easy, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And I'll try to talk at you tomorrow. Bye.